I'm joined by James Fisher, Chief Strategy Officer at Qlik. James oversees Qlik's corporate strategy, including Qlik's vision, strategic planning, market development and intelligence, corporate development and merger and acquisition activity, as well as Qlik's corporate sustainability and social responsibility. James, great to see you. Thanks so much for making time to catch up with me.
Yeah, Des, great to see you again.
You have some amazing news to share, an amazing milestone. I wonder if you could maybe just briefly outline what is you're about to celebrate, and we'll dive into some of the detail.
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we're celebrating Qlik's 30th anniversary, which makes me feel particularly old. But it's an incredible milestone, an incredible achievement for everybody that's been involved with Qlik, past, present, and indeed future. All of our employees, all of our customers, and all of our partners. So we're really excited about celebrating, this great milestone for everything that we've achieved previously and everything that we're going to achieve in the future.
It's an amazing milestone, and I'm sure the envy of all of your competitors. Now, there's a lot to delve into there, but I wonder if we could maybe just talk about some of the get you to just briefly outline some of the key milestones that have, I guess, shaped Qlik as a company in your view over those 30 years of innovation and market leadership, and then particularly some of the acquisitions that you've successfully completed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's something about the DNA of Qlik which is just so exciting, and the reason that I'm here, and it goes back to day zero, right? It goes back all the way 30 years to the idea that was put together around combining the power of the machine, the database, with the human being, and that was in the context of solving a real business problem for an organization that is today still a Qlik customer and a very large user of Qlik technologies. So back there in Sweden, when that idea was first put down on paper and then released into product, through every step of the evolution of Qlik, it's always been sort of central. It's the DNA of who we are. It's the power of the machine, the power of the human, to solve real customer problems. And from that day right the way through to where we are now with AI, I'm sure we'll talk about that in just a moment. But where everything that AI is going, it's the same. It's the same conversation. It's how do you combine the power of the machine with the human being? How do you solve real problems with data? And the construct of all of that has got a lot larger. We're now solving different steps of the process. We're not just producing a dashboard. We're now supporting the entire end-to-end data and analytics fabric, from that source through into an AI-powered insight. And acquisitions along that way, like Attunity, more recently with Talend, of course, have added that breadth and depth into the portfolio for us to help customers solve the increasingly complex challenges that are in front of them, and data analytics is the key to that, and I think that's the key to the 30 years of success that we've had.
Indeed, and for me, I think you've touched on a number of them there, but in particular, from that, decades ago, working with your own infrastructure on premises, and then the migration of third-party hosted environments and data centers, and of course, more lately, the cloud environments and your own cloud data platform, the likes of your integration of APIs with the Connector Factory. You've always managed to stay ahead of the curve. You've always provided a leadership opportunity there. And I imagine you've done that with a very close relationship with your partners, your integrators and resellers, but also your customers, in that you've had a constant conversation with them about what they're looking for, what they're trying to achieve in their core business, and then how you can deliver that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that we cherish the relationship that we have with both our customers and our partners, and we spend a lot of time engaging with them through our different advisory boards and different forums, either online or in person, as well as the day-to-day relationship that all of our Qlik colleagues have with our customers and partners. And it's about listening, it's about learning, it's about providing guidance where we can. We don't regard ourselves as the experts in the room, but collectively with that ecosystem, I think there's a real wealth of knowledge and expertise that the Qlik family can bring to bear to solve customers and indeed the world's biggest challenges with data. So that listening component of it, but at the same time looking to the future, making sure we understand the technology, playing our role in that innovation cycle, again, has been central to that 30-year history.
And I imagine, it's the popular term now, AI or artificial intelligence, and particularly not just the machine learning element you've been a leader in for some time, but also the generative element of it. There's a huge new wave in that, and you've been playing a very leading role in that space. And I imagine that will continue to be the case, that as we see the space develop and grow, with the 30 years or 3 decades, as it were, of leadership and innovation you've been able to drive, you are, I imagine, very well placed to now play a very active role in the entire quote unquote AI space, not just leveraging machine intelligence, machine learning, but also the generative element that people are looking for now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's interesting about that 30-year period is the notion of how analytics has changed, how data movement and data integration, quality and governance has changed and evolved. And I think at times we kind of think, what is new, and everything that went previously is now sort of passé and not relevant. But when we talk to our customers all the time, it's about a spectrum. It's about supporting a whole range of data challenges and analytics use cases, and doing all of those components from a singular platform that, to your point, is agnostic of the cloud environment in which we all work and operate. So that innovation cycle is an ongoing process of change, and I think we get very excited about generative AI, and for very, very good reasons. It really burst onto the scene this year, but it's been around for much longer than perhaps we give it credit for. And of course, more traditional forms of advanced predictive analytics and AI have been adding value, increasing value over the last kind of 5 years or so in particular, and we see that wave continuing. So as we think about where we are right now, we're just about seeing the tip of the iceberg in terms of use cases and applications for generative AI. It's our job to make sure that we're delivering solutions to customers that help them on that journey. So the announcement you made a while ago with Qlik Stage, I think, are a great example of that.
Yeah. In fact, from the likes of your API integrations through to Qlik Stage and some of the exciting things you're doing now, it'd be an interesting little segue for us to take now to kind of, I guess, look at what you think the future holds. I know it's difficult to kind of predict the future and crystal ball gaze, but over the next sort of 5 to 10 years, in light of some of the big innovations you've been able to successfully lead and deliver over the last 30 years, what do you think, or what do you hope the future of Qlik, and as it shapes up and continues to evolve and continues to lead the market, might look like?
Well, I think the next 30 years of Qlik's history are gonna be really, really exciting, as I think it will be for everybody in this industry, everybody that's working with data analytics and machine learning. There's huge opportunity to innovate and huge opportunity to create value, and I think that notion of creating value is probably the most important element here, particularly as we look at where we are with generative AI. There's a lot of hype. People are, scared of missing out, but they're scared of doing something which has a negative impact. So thinking about how you create value and the steps that you need to create value, I think is key to the immediate future for sure. And again, with Qlik Stage, that's what we're trying to do: build that trusted foundation, augment the analytic data pipeline, making it easier for people to work and get value from data, and then think about alongside that more advanced applications of AI and machine learning, whether that's auto ML and bringing AI into the realm of the business analyst and the business user, or thinking about advanced deployment options around enterprise language models, things that address some of the challenges that we see around privacy, security, and trust in the output of these solutions. So I think the future really starts today in terms of the combination of Qlik and Talend supporting a rich data fabric, end-to-end, agnostic of cloud, and then using that as the foundation for future innovation. And I think there's lots of things that we could throw out there as wild predictions, but I think there are some themes that, again, perhaps aren't revolutionary in terms of where we are, but it's what our customers are trying to deal with. They're trying to involve more people in the process and give more ability to gain actionable insights from the information that's available to them. They're trying to build an ecosystem around their data that extends beyond the firewall of just their employee base, and they're trying to identify real use cases that drive value. And that's, I think, where the innovation will come. I think that's where the really exciting innovation will come, not what a vendor like Qlik is able to do with the technology that we deliver, but what our partners and our customers are able to do with that to solve their and indeed humanity's biggest challenges.
Indeed, no, and I can definitely see Qlik Stage being a substantial part of those organizations' future with what they do with AI, because I love the fact that right in the heart of the term Qlik Stage is the AI element, which someone created a very clever coinage there.
You see what we did there, right?
We saw that, definitely. It was great, and there is no doubt that you are going to play a pivotal role in so many more organizations' futures, as you have done over the last 3 decades or 30 years. Well, congratulations to you and the amazing team there at Qlik, and of course at Talend, who have joined you recently, and all the other acquisitions you've completed successfully. And we really are excited about what's going to be in the future, because if we look at the past 30 years, there's been so many exciting things. We could spend all day talking about them. But again, congratulations, an amazing milestone. I know your competitors are going to be paying attention to what that means and where it takes you. And we look forward to seeing how you celebrate this over the next week or two as your entire ecosystem becomes aware of this and shares the journey with you. But thanks so much for catching up, James. It's been fantastic to see you. And again, congratulations on the amazing milestone of 30 years.
Yeah, thanks, Des. It's been great to talk to you again.
Awesome. Well, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, James.